Monocril. Hello, Mubarak.
Good evening, boss.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Mubarak sir. Good evening.
Welcome.
सर थोड़ी देर से ज्वाइन हो गया हूँ, क्या खत्म हुआ मालूम नहीं।
क्या नाम उसका नेक्स्ट का? सना ना?
Only half has been done.
Okay. The untiring man called Satish.
Hello. So, Mubarak, our next case, quickly, is already started, the flap is elevated. I am going to go for 5 minutes
Okay.
for the rest of the work inside,
Yes.
that laser work or whatever. And then we'll take a vagal paraganglioma. Can I ask a question here?
Yes.
For endoscopic stepidotomy,
Yes, sir.
I know you are endoscopic person. Any particular advantage or disadvantage?
Trying to be.
So, any particular advantage and disadvantage for everyone?
Endoscopic step is definitely it has got the advantage, at least for me, because I do it with the two hands. And when you use a 3mm endoscope,
Okay, you will use with that just attach.
yes, exactly. Just attach an exclusive endoscope holder. Now we have developed that exclusive endoscope holder. We don't need a microscope also.
Okay, let me tell everyone so that they can understand. There are two approaches. One is you hold the endoscope in one hand and your other hand operates with the instrument. That is something like we operate in the nose. What Barak does, he has developed an endoscopic holder. He has gifted me as well. I am so grateful to him. So that by that you can attach to your microscope, and the endoscope will go inside or over the canal. So now you're both hands free. Okay?
Yes.
You must be putting that stitch also, Tarabichi stitch,
Perfect. Yes.
keep the canal straight.
Yes, because that gives a straight canal and additional 1mm, because that space constraint is really there. But using 3mm endoscope and then using that Tarabishi stitch gives me another 3mm in and around the endoscope.
So
that
your
makes life
endoscope will go inside and you will
Yes.
look at the monitor and operate.
easy. Right. So
Is Ashim
the
there?
mini-
Is Ashim there? Hello?
Yes, I am there, boss.
Boss, Sullo, what
Ashim-
Mubarak is
Ashim,
saying?
Ashim boss, good evening.
Good evening, Mubarak. How are you?
I'm fine.
So he is using just attached, keeping his both hands free. That
Fantastic.
is different from a regular endoscopic.
Correct.
Now,
Yes,
go
because
ahead.
you get then the rest thing is what Satish does with his two hands. So you have to do getting that panoramic view of the endoscope and the two hands. So it becomes a like easy. Okay, and based on my this Just Attach and the exclusive endoscope holder, just now the European, I think Professor Sturter and all, they have developed the robotic arm for the endoscopic ear surgery based on that. So it moves, that robotic arm moves in the ear, and they are using the two hands to do the things. Okay, that is the last paper. Just
Okay,
one.
let's
It's
talk
published.
about the stapes.
Yes, so in the stapes, what you get is one is a panoramic view, and another thing is that transcanal you can do it nicely, and whatever posterior superior canal overhang is there, you did not to take out that much of the overhang in case of the endoscope. And if
That
you
is
use
one advantage. Yes.
And if you use a 30-degree endoscope, then life is too easy to visualize the retrotympanum. Okay.
But
So
what
you
about the
have to-
depth?
Yes, depth perception is a one problem what the single-handed endoscopic ears talk about. But here, with the endoscope holder, we overcome the depth perception by moving in and out. So
Both
it's
hands,
not just
using both hands, using both
We
hands.
are using, we are using both hands, and the endoscope is mobile. Okay, when you are moving the microscope, it goes in and out. So you can overcome that depth perception. That's not a big problem. Only concern they raise is when you put the endoscope static in the ear, the temperature is raised. That is what they claim. But in case of the two-handed endoscopic ear surgery, that's not a problem because my left hand is holding the suction. So those vapors are actually getting sucked it out. So I need not to be worried about that temperature. But if
So
you keep
how it controls the temperature?
it's with the suction because the left hand is with the is holding the suction. So whatever vapors are which are generated there, so it is sucking out completely. And intermittent irrigation with the normal saline, okay, that takes care of the heat issue. Being two-handed, so you can move it endoscope in and out. That's not a problem. And up till now, I have not seen any heat issue. Almost not a steppies, but I must have done thousands of other ear surgeries, but I have not seen any of problem like a cornea burning or any other things.
Ashim,
Yeah.
what I believe out of his approach, the endoscopic stepidotomy, Tarabichi also talked about it.
Right.
What I see distinct advantage, to be very open. One is the overhang, that you don't need to remove that much overhang. And second is what I believe, you get a panoramic view of the foot plate, like you can see anterior crust better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Rest, the experience of the depth and all that, I don't know.
Boss, how do you use a micromanipulator? That's my biggest
No,
problem.
what you have not seen it.
I do a traditional way because I don't have any experience of laser. That you need to work it out because
That you cannot use laser with that. You can use laser.
people.
Yeah. No, I think the fundamental advantage of the endoscope is when you drill out the anterior crust. That's a very good advantage. There's
Yes.
no doubt on that.
You can come from in front here.
Yeah, you can come from the front and you can drill out the anterior crust under vision, which otherwise is a blind procedure. But having
See,
said that, I'm a little
most
bit
of the
concerned
time-
with heating of the chorda.
I tell you, out of 1,000 steppies, how many times you find problem with the anterior crust being thick or so? Honestly,
Less than 10%.
10.
Less than 10%. I would say 5% also.
Yeah, even that is, it looks too much. For the anterior crust to be so problematic or thick.
5 out of 100 or maybe 3 out of 100.
Yes, so the incidence is so less, anterior crust is so fragile, almost always we break it towards a promontory and it doesn't give problem. It is not like posterior crust which is so stout.
Yes.
And one more advantage what I get is while doing the reverse fish. Okay, so I get an advantage to visualize that foot plate very nicely. When I take my endoscope very near, so I can visualize is that whole foot plate directly on my.
You can overcome the overcrowding.
Yes, you can overcome that. And I use a digital zooming a lot when I doing this steppies. So I need not to take that endoscope too near to the to the bony annulus. So you can keep it at the isthmus level and just zoom it because you have got almost 3 to 4x zooming in the digital in your camera. So
See, the only issue is operating under microscope with a binocular vision. On the other hand,
You do need
operating
binocular
with the endoscope with a monocular vision looking at the monitor. This is the basic difference.
yes, that's
Either
what-
you have to get used to it.
yes.
This is something you need to get used to. Otherwise,
And
it is difficult.
Because I told you that robotic scope is going to be there. It's completely a virtual 3D. So it's actually exoscope, and you will be putting the lens in front of you, and you are not looking at the monitor and all. Everything is happening in your eyes. Okay.
Another fun way of spending a crore of
And that's
rupees.
a virtual reality. You move the head, so your exoscope will move, and you will visualize. If you want to see like this, just turn around, and you can look into the retro department like that. Okay. I just mentioned you a few days back.
Great. So, Munjal sir, any experience of endoscopic surgery? You like it? Munjal sir, are you doing endoscopic? Anything in otology?
Manish?
But many people have started doing it, and credit goes to Mubarak for this thing.
I do believe that endoscope is it has to be part of your armamentarium for sure.
Yeah.
No, your operation table setup is not complete without an endoscope. I'm very sure of that. So it is
But
not
the microscopic training is must.
It is not one versus the other. It's one with the other. Both are tools for you to use in your appropriate scenario.
Yes. Yes, you are right, Sunil, but I recommend that the microscopic training should be thorough. Okay? It's
I say
that
both
from the
should be
laparoscopic surgeon, yeah.
वो भेजू क्या?
Like a
हमारा
laparoscopic
ऐसे बहुत
surgeon,
सही करा yeah.
ओपन करना पड़े तो माइक्रोस्कोप इस्तेमाल करना आना चाहिए. So that is the
You must practice with the endoscope, and for those people who are starting, I'm saying use the endoscope regularly in your cholecystoma work to look at the
Yes, yes.
sinus tympani, look at the facial recess, look into the attic. Start using it, get your hand moving.
that's
I
perfect
will
advice.
always recommend that.
In fact, in OPD,
It's not a primary modality. I'm still a two-handed surgeon with the microscope. And, but it's a must. Endoscope should be used from time to time. Absolutely.
I think
Yes,
in
that's a
OPD,
perfect
people have
advice,
started using endoscope in OPD now. That is a good starting. Many people are using endoscopes for the ear examination in OPD. That is a good starting.
No. In OT also, look at the sinus tympani and all. You're doing cholecystoma work. Switch over from microscope to endoscope so that you can see, you can correlate the two views and try and understand how the anatomy works with the microscope as well as the endoscope. That's my advice to people who are starting.
Difficulty
I'm saying
is-
people who want to start, get started using endoscope to do wax removal in the ear. Get started from there.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good. That's why OPD they are using it and they are getting acclimatized. That is the first point.
It's a must. It's a must.
Udbhav, any question related to preauricular?
No, boss.
Sir, you have answered all the questions. There are only congratulation messages, so I just nothing else.
Oh. So
Good job.
our next case is, this is already started, the flap is raised, I think it's curating. Where I am going to go quickly, as I told you, we are not going to show flap again and again for the stapes, so we can show more in less time. So this is again a same case for exploration with a conductive hearing loss, bilateral, girl 23-year-old. And the next case we are taking is a vagal paraganglioma. The vagal paraganglioma is unique in the sense it pushes the carotid anteriorly, laterally. Or anteriorly means you'll first come across the carotid and the deep will be the tumor because the vagus is deep to it. So this is a different tumor from carotid body. So can I show this quickly? This stapes. As we discussed in the last case, I'll just touch upon the positive findings or the issues related to stapes, what to be seen on CT scan. Only related to stapes. First of all, superior canal. Can you see? Quickly,
Yeah.
quickly see the superior canal in the coronal one. See this? This is the level of the round window. This is the level of the vestibule. This is superior canal. And if I follow it all the way, there is no dehiscence. See this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thick bone all around.
Absolutely. See the intra-auditory meatus, absolutely normal. So
Yes.
first rule out any inner ear abnormality which can complicate your case. Just quickly. So this is intra-auditory meatus. The vestibule is normal in size. The vestibular aqueduct is normal. Even the lateral canal, all semicircular canals normal. This is facial now. And then this is cochlea, the cochlear aperture. This communication with the intra-auditory meatus is a problem of gusher in stapes. No other thing gives gusher. Then the cochlea, and this is cochlear aqueduct. See this one. This one is cochlear aqueduct. And about the facial now, the most important thing. This is horizontal facial.
Yes, sir, we can see the
This is vertical, this is horizontal. And this is our vestibule. See the stapedial arch here.
Yes.
This is incus, this is malleus. And
Yes.
see how they are in continuity. Incus and stapes. See this? And the incus and the malleus. Now the malleus anteriorly has no bony fixation. What I want to see two things more in the coronal, any fixation of the malleus in the atic. See this malleus and see the atic far off.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So no fixation, no lateral fixation of the malleus. The ligaments are good. And lastly, and the most important thing is the facial now. The facial prolapsing or occupying the oval window. See the oval window. Where the stapage is going, see the stapage is going, and the facial is much above.
Yes, sir.
It is not coming in below onto the oval window. So all these things are to be seen. This is your, jugular bulb. This is your cochlea. The cochlea, this is your jugular bulb, much below. That's a carotid artery. See, going there. This is jugular bulb. This is jugular bulb. And what we need to see in relation to the round window. This is far off, far off. Jugular bulb is quite below. So by and large, dimension of the facial is also normal. The, this foramen ovale and spinosum normal.
Yes.
So there is no question of any other abnormality, no third window lesion. The carotid is also good with no communication to the cochlea. See this? So no third window lesion, inner ear is normal, ossicular chain looks normal, the facial is normal, no overhang, and this is a small foci. If you see carefully, this is a small foci, that is otosclerosis here.
Yes,
And the
sir. Very, very nice.
fistula antefenestrum, see this?
Wonderful.
Yeah, I see, right now we can-
Classic fenestral otosclerosis.
See this hypodense area, small hypodense area, if you can appreciate.
Yes, sir. Clearly seen.
Clearly seen, and this is the stapage. This is the stapage. Let's see, the only concern, the vestibule is normal, absolutely normal. So hope so. Last case, we had a little abnormal incus which was not bothering, little short incus, not an issue. The oval window height was less and the facial was bulging from above. Every case is little different, and CT prevents you from getting intraoperative surprises. That is the advantage. Sir, anything you want to add on? Mishra sir? You want to see additionally anything in stapage?
Unmute also, sir.
Sir, unmute. Unmute.
Yeah.
Mute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have shown most of the parts that you need to see on the CT scan, like the concerns like the cushion overhang, thick footplate, or any area where there is a weak point or the area of otosclerosis. All have been covered nicely. So I don't think anything else remains to be covered.
Again,
Fixation of Malleus.
Yes.
message for all that you recommend CT scan for all the stapage case or for the selective case.
All. By
And
by
0.5
default.
mm cut is the must. Or at least
All stapes, CT scan, all stapes titanium piston by default.
and 0.5 mm cut. Suppose 0.5 mm cuts are not available at some places, then minimum cut.
Then you will miss lot of things.
was
See,
many-
if you want to see the oval window and stapes, and if that is missed in larger cuts, then what is the fun?
Okay,
and
many
third
cities
thing-
are- yeah.
Third thing by default, CT scan, titanium piston and laser.
Dr. Satish. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is any time in your experience CT scan has been diagnostic for confirmation of otosclerosis, like
Yes.
other investigations were misleading and it could say, okay, oh no, this is otosclerosis. Because earlier we used to depend on the
See-
negative RNA and audiometry findings.
The least role of CT scan is in diagnosis of otosclerosis. Least role.
Okay, yeah. There's only to find abnormalities which could
Yes.
be
It
surprises
is
on the
to
table.
rule out problems which can complicate. वो ले लिया वेगल ले ले उसको reduce करा दे to rule out the things which can complicate your surgical course,
Satish boss,
to rule out any surprise diagnosis. Yes.
Yes.
what's your criteria for single hearing ear, and how do you counsel if at all you are operating only hearing ear?
Only hearing here, the counseling has changed now, because you can rehabilitate majority of the only hearing ears now.
Okay.
So this was answered best by Ashish last time, if you remember. Now, since you can rehabilitate the ear, why we were not operating on the only hearing ears earlier? Because the patient may lose the hearing both sides in case the SNHL develops. Now, in this era of cochlear implantation, you have, ways to rehabilitate the hearing. Oh, then I'm man.
Okay.
Are you getting the picture?
Yeah, wonderful.
Perfect. Clear.
See this. So first of all, see the mobility.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am focusing on the foot plate now.
How much is the ideal removal of overhang?
Yes. Overhang.
The full face. Yeah.
Yes, see now. I mentioned.
The
You should be
removal
able to
is
see-
that you should see the long process. You should see the base of the pyramidal process. You
Yes.
should not see the body of the incus.
Yes,
You should
I
see
see
the
this.
anterior ligament.
See-
And you should see the part of the facial nerve.
See this in
That is ideal.
malleoinguinal joint, inferior part.
Yes.
That is seen. Posteriorly, like Ashim said, you should be able to see the pyramid, you should be able to see the facial canal. The reason is, for maneuvering your piston, you need space. It is not that this is mandatory. Like Mubarak was saying, in endoscopic surgery, if you are doing with endoscope, you don't need to remove overhang. Because you have a panoramic view, you don't need to, a lot of space to maneuver your instrument when you are coming with endoscope. Now see, this is the level. This is the level of the IS joint.
Yeah.
I am opening the joint here. Last case I had shown through the joint knife. This is to the pick. See this?
Yes.
Bada wala de na, bada wala. I have
Now
opened
you
up
see,
the
this is
joint.
very important step that Satish has done, and that is he has opened it in the axis of the stapedius. It is not from left to right. It is in the axis of the stapedius.
Yeah.
So that lateral movements can dislocate the stapes. Anteroposterior movements can.
Now, looking at the overcrowding here, I cannot do a, reverse stepidotomy.
Yes.
See, with the laser, what I am trying to say, the comfort level. First, I will rehearsal. Pakadna.
Yes, that one shot is perfect.
This laser cannot be attached to the endoscopic system.
Yes, that needs to be find out certain things for that.
Next time you will not understood.
Mubarak, you can use the wave fiber. You can use the wave fiber.
Okay.
But the problem with the wave fiber is that the power delivery is not guaranteed, depending on the number, because they use it only once.
Right.
It's guaranteed for the first shot only.
Let
Just
me try that on the ship head.
It's the center, please, center.
yeah. I am trying to find my laser beam.
Mubarak can
So,
come
yeah.
in
The posterior.
नहीं बना गोला. Gola. हाँ, now. Can you see my laser beam now?
Yes. Picture to
Put in the center.
little bit centralized. Yeah.
Yeah, just a minute.
So what's the magnification at present?
9.
It is. कितना है?
It's a zoom microscope, so difficult to say.
I can't see from here. I can't see from here because this is a zoom microscope, no?
Okay.
Now see my laser beam.
Yes.
Yes.
On tendon, it is just for rehearsal, I told you. Tendon is just for rehearsal that my beam is in alignment. That's it.
Gone.
Yes.
Now posterior crus. See that?
Yes.
See, it is weakened. Can you see?
Yes.
Hollowed out. Now, once it is weakened, I can quickly break it. See this? How easily I can break it. See that?
Right. Yes. Very nice.
Yes.
And the posterior anterior crus rarely gives
Little bit
problems.
central. Can you centralize little bit? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's nice.
Anterior crus is broken easily.
Beautiful.
See this?
Perfect.
Forceps.
Yes.
And now I will remove this and see my foot plate. See that?
Already small
Yes.
fenestra is made or what?
No, not fenestra. It was just a beam.
Bubble. Okay.
Yeah. When I was
I think
Shining.
burnt mucosa.
no.
It's a burnt mucosa.
Yeah. It was actually
Yeah, it
Patla.
is made.
when I was firing at the posterior crus.
Posterior crus, yes.
Since it was far off from that, so energy was not going to that level. See this plate.
Yes.
Now my area of fenestra. Give me first me the measuring rod. Measuring. Just a minute. This looks greater than the previous one to me.
More deep.
Previous one was 4.25. One less. Yes, now 4.25, same. See the same size? Now last two shots. One shot fenestra, another shot piston, and it is done.
Yes.
Oh, next we can induce. Leona.
Boss, you are doing so much
Wiggle.
of steppies with this piston. What's the difference? How much difference you have noticed in your cases
Aure
from
boss.
the Teflon?
Raat or din.
Raat aur din, oh, perfect. And in terms of hearing, in terms of
Yes, everything. In terms of
everything.
sense of security, in terms of need of revision. See, it is you can say it is a sort of luxury.
Okay.
See my fenestra
Yes.
in the lower part section. Lower part in the center. See this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ready? See now. Finished.
Yeah.
Pick that. We'll remove this.
Chapter closed.
Yes. Perfect.
See this? So simple.
Yes. This is the beauty of that laser.
Without mobilizing anything.
Anything, right?
Even if it was mobilized, the laser would still work beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Section patla. 24. Yeah. And the piston fast.
You are widening this fenestra with what?
Yeah. See, it is not widening. It is a chairing at the margin,
Okay.
Making
So
the
suck it
margin
out.
little irregular. So I make it regular. That's it. This is not widening exactly. But that shot from the laser was so calculated. It will make the size of fenestra what we want. See this? Now
Yes.
completely full of
very
perilymph.
nice.
Perilymph.
Beautiful.
Then
I can see very beautiful, nice fenestra.
One more
The
point over
bubble
here.
of perilymph is not broken. Very important that the bubble of perilymph should not break.
yes.
Okay.
Now lastly, video game again to piston. See the beauty of the piston. It is so simple to apply.
It's in your hand. Satish,
no,
it's
it
so
is-
simple. I know because I even.
No, it is really simple in sense because you don't have to crimp.
Yeah, that is one advantage. But putting it very precisely at one point, so it's a calculated pressure, okay, and that force in your hand. That is what matters for that.
Yeah, that comes with time, obviously.
Yes, and
See
I
this?
remember in one Stepage webinar, someone asked Ashish sir if you have a floating plate, what to do. He told, send the patient to one having CO2 laser, do nothing.
See that?
nice,
Very nice.
nice.
No, I have a doubt about the size.
Yes, little bit size, yeah.
Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. It is well in the fenestra. Yes, yes, right.
Yes.
Perfect, boss. Perfect.
See now. See now. What you have to do is just push gently.
Right.
Yes. That
Yeah,
is.
that is a calculated force.
Yes. Yeah. That is calculated one. That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
because that is very calculated. Very nice, beautiful.
One more point is that while doing suction at space, try to use good quality suction tips. If you use
Yeah.
a local one, then just it just move around and sometimes it put on the foot plate and then the
Right.
hole.
See, boss, your hanging test.
Yes,
Bending.
boss. Beautiful.
Bending. I can't bend it, but I can feel it.
Yes, sir.
No, no, you know, it's, but you cannot bend it, but can you hang it?
Yes. Now see.
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect, boss. Perfect. Wow.
Blood.
It fits so nicely and snugly. It looks like so simple, but believe me, it's not simple.
See, it didn't take more than. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes once canal is opened.
See, the problem with Satish is makes everything look simple.
Yes.
It is. That's why we are here, that anybody can do it. And believe me, this laser and piston makes a difference. This piston makes your life so easy. I told you several times. We cannot be Ashim, he uses 2 hands. I don't know how a human being can do that. 2 hands through this trans-canal opening to crimp the piston. To crimp the piston. That is not possible. That is really difficult.
Yeah.
Boss, you can do it if you want.
Dr. Ashim,
Yes, sir.
why have you not developed the taste for titanium till now?
No, he uses.
I have to do titanium.
He uses.
No, he was
I use
Teflon for
Teflon, I
everything.
use titanium, I use case to case.
Okay.
But
And,
honestly, I find Teflon equally good. But in certain cases, when there's a lot of facial nerve overhang,
That is in your hand, boss. Boss, that is in your hand.
Asim boss, you have any video right now? Just show us because so many things.
Yes. Because that crimping is a really tricky thing.
See now, this blood in the oval window. That's it.
Yeah.
that finds a form fibrinous seal.
बंद कर देना.
Always prefer to put a drop of blood in the oval window.
Yes, Ayub will close it. Thank you.
Fantastic.
So now our next case is a vagal paraganglioma. इधर ऑन करो ये. हेलो.
Yeah, boss.
इसका वॉल्यूम बढ़ा ना. वो चाय मंगा. Hello.
Yeah, boss.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 2 things to see from Ashim. How he uses vein graft. He told last
Yes,
time.
I have seen that. Yeah.
I follow his technique. He will use the wrist vein, the inside out, the the intima facing outwards. He'll apply on the fenestra after denuding the oval window, and then use the piston. And his technique is superb in the sense he has been doing this for years together. I told you, this guy is monster. Done more than 6,000 stps.
Yes.
So that is consistently he's getting results. So there is no question over something which is to be doubted or which is not to be followed. This is something like a dictum. What he's doing in his TPs, we follow it.
No, boss, whatever you're doing is perfect. It's really, I mean, there's nothing to doubt about what you're doing. It's absolutely fantastic. We have our own philosophy regarding vein. That's a different story.
It is institute. So, Udbhav, any questions? You can direct to Ashim.
Sir, everything has been answered. We have a full stapage webinar now, 2 cases, everything completely covered.
I am keeping this time, every time if we get some variety. What we'll do like this, we'll keep the flap elevated and curated, the overhang curated so that it will not take time. In
Or we
between
just-
like filler.
Dr. Satish,
Yes, sir.
this flap, tympanometric flap, inferior extent It should be till 6 o'clock so that you expose
No need
the
to
round
go.
window. It can
No
be
need
lesser
to go
than
till that, sir. Inferiorly, you are not supposed to go too inferiorly. Because that
So
is
in
not
this
our
case-
area of interest.
Okay. In this case, round window is also exposed completely. So I thought that is the.
Yeah, it was visible. It was like that. Anatomy was like that. But flap was same.
Okay.
Again, I was just talking about that crimping. That's also a skillful job, and I have seen
Yeah.
Ashim and even Bhumkar boss, that doing that crimping. That's a perfect. That needs to be a very perfect, and that glitch is there. That's why this clip is. I find it very easy,
Yeah,
but it's again a tough thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. The crimping is absolutely essential with the stapes. It has to precisely oppose. So what you need to do is take one needle here, take the other needle, bring it down, and then use a forceps. Not just a forceps. Because the forceps, if the loop is there, the forceps tends to flatten it.
Under crimping and over crimping both are hazardous.
Both are
Exactly. Yeah.
So it is not already. That's why this piston, anybody can use it simply. You don't have to apply your brain. Just push it. That's
I
it.
always remember with this anybody can dance now. Naam ka ek movie tha. Oh, it's not like that easy.
No, this piston is really,
That's called ABCD.
it really makes life
Anybody
easy.
can dance. It's not like that.
We have seen one piston where half is the Teflon and the upper one is the titanium. That is also very good because for the crimping part you can manage.
Yeah, but that is not a clip
No,
like
the
this.
problem those is that the two diverge. after
Yes.
set.
That is not a clip like this.
Yeah, that is not a clip like this.
Yeah, this is different. This
It's
clip
a
is made so calculated, the mouth of the clip, the spring is working in such a manner that you apply close to the incus, and according to the dimension of the clip, this clip is designed so the spring opens a little bit and the middle slot goes and takes up. So it holds tightly. Even a junior most guy can do it with the same efficiency what a senior most guy like Ashim is doing with the Teflon. That is the beauty. It is making the life simple.
That's true. No doubt.
That's the beauty of the tool. Same with the laser. Years back, it was almost 20 years back, I'd been trying to have some tool at these two steps, chrotomy and fenestration, that is always a sort of uncertainty that it may mobilize. In spite of all drilling, micro drill, your skeeter, whatever, the mechanical pressure is always, there is a possibility of transmission. Particularly if the footplate is not completely fixed. Now whatsoever it is, 90% time you can go ahead with whatever tool you have. But what happens in case the footplate gets mobilized, you are gone. Now you are left with no option but to place a fascia and put a piston. You have to compromise. This laser gives you a sense of security. That's the only reason. You are always secure that nothing is going to happen, such sort of thing. That's it. And Ashim is using now.
So Asim, you
No,
are-
honestly, Satish, I am using laser with a hollow waveguide from 94 onwards. The Luxar lasers were the first laser in the world with a hollow waveguide with a CO2, semi-flexible. So since 1994, I've been using those. But unfortunately, the power delivery system was not precise till I rediscovered the Luminous thanks to you. So about 7 years ago, you showed me the Luminous. That's when I started using it.
And since then, he has been using regularly.
We need to share the contact details of the person from whom people have to buy this piston. Many people are asking where to buy, from whom to contact.
give his email ID. That is best.
Okay.
Asim you use lots of this vein graft. And
Yeah.
what's the experience in you can say AB gap? How much AB gap you can by using the vein graft? Does it affect the AB gap and outcome?
What differences?
In my hands, the wider, and it has been our experience that the wider the moving surface of the perilymph, the better the airborne gap closure. So we can virtually guarantee about a 5 decibel airborne gap in over 90% of cases because of the very wide moving area of the perilymph. So we're using a 0.4 piston. but the moving surface of the perilymph is 0.8 millimeters.
Yeah, that's good.
And we have shown in intraoperative audiometry, I think we discussed it in one of the webinars earlier, that with the intraoperative audiometry, we've showed very meticulously from 1998 onwards. My father and me, we've been doing, we make a 0.5 hole, 0.4 piston, do an intraoperative audiogram. In the same patient, we widen the hole to a 0.6 hole, put a 0.5 piston.
Okay.
And in the same patient, make a 0.8 hole and then put a vein and a 0.4 piston, and we compare the audiograms on the same patient on the same day, and we've done that for almost 100 cases. And in all of these, we came to realize that using this vein gives us a maximum airborne gap closure.
Okay.
So we do
Can I ask one thing?
And there have been three authors. One is Laske Rusli from Switzerland. The second one is Saumil Merchant and Rosowski in the Harvard Institute. And the third one is in the Netherlands. All three have shown that the wider the orifice, the fenestra, the better the transmission. Sorry, Satish, you were saying something.
I have a question.
Many sir want to know how to harvest the vein graft. If any video you have in the laptop.
Last time you showed
Yeah, I
it.
have it right here.
I have a
You
question.
can see it whenever you want.
Yeah, you bring your laptop in between, you show that. Now, I have a question. In your opinion, in terms of decibel, how is the difference in using 0.4 mm piston as compared to 0.6 mm what you're using? In terms of final
No, I
gain,
use the 0.4 mm piston only, but a 0.8 mm fenestra.
fenestra, okay, 0.8 mm fenestra, 0.6 mm fenestra. How much is going to be overall difference in terms of
Overall difference is about between 5 and 10 decibels.
5 decibel?
Yeah, 5 decibels.
And what about the
average,
higher
up to 10
tones?
decibels.
Higher tones?
That's exactly at the higher tones where you get the maximum difference. And that is where discrimination comes into play. Because see, at the end of the day, what you want is not just a change in the audiogram. You want a meaningful change in discrimination also.
Yes.
And that is why we also recommend trying to save the stapedius in as many cases as you can. Because we have seen discrimination improving where the stapedius has been saved. That is anecdotal. I don't have complete data.
No, but how do you save?
I can show you in 5 out of 10 cases I can save it.
No, but how do you save intraoperatively?
Intraoperatively, what I need to do is I use a right angle needle in the same way as you dissected the IS joint, but I take it from inferiorly to the stapedius. As long as the stapedius is attached to the capsule, it can be saved. If the stapedius is attached lower down to the capsule, it cannot be saved. Obviously.
You separate from the attachment. You separate the attachment to the neck of the stapedius.
Yeah. See, now there are two places. The stapedius either attaches to the neck or the capsule of the joint. If it is attached to the neck, there is no way you can save it. Then you need to preserve the maximum length and reconstruct it using a piece of vein wrapped around it. And then wrapping it on the edge of the piston. Now, otherwise, see all of this. In 5 out of 10 cases, you cannot save it in any way. Because sometimes you have a very short stapedius, sometimes you have a very ossified stapedius, sometimes it's very, very pulled back posteriorly. In all such cases, you cannot save it. But when you have a good long stapedial tendon, you should try and save it, is my suggestion.
In long tendons.
When the long tendon is there.
What are the long-term outcomes comparing this piston, means this clip piston with the Teflon versus Teflon or versus longest means after 10 years, 20 years, whether early censoring
There's no question of 20 years. They've not been there for 20 years. But in the 10 years, I have not had any higher incidence of sensory neural loss using either. Both are equal.
Okay.
Yes.
So not much difference in that side.
No.
That will be.
So,
Yes. So can you go ahead?
Yeah, please.
So this patient